just first match you in Belfast, just why you over here?
Just obviously Seamus trains the lads Declan Geraghty and Anto, and we're come to support them really, and just make sure they're doing the business.
And just your opinion on the two of them and how they're getting on.
Well, Anto, you know,
Do you know he called you out a good few times?
yeah. Well, you know, he's tough as nails and game as they come, fight anyone. It doesn't surprise me. I think he'd call out King Kong. You know, he doesn't care. So no, he's as good as they come, and you know, he's given you know, I think Andy Lee gave him all he wanted. Well, you know, he got beaten, but he gave him a tough run, probably a lot tougher than most people expected. And even he fought Hassan the Damn Najik. I was at that fight in Barcelona, and again he gave him, you know, he got beaten, and he was well beaten on points, but he no back
3 weeks notice.
Yeah, 3 weeks notice, and you know, give him a good go. So you know, he's as tough as they come, and gives it 100% every time. And I think he's one of them. You see him sparring, but he's an on-the-night fighter. You know, he always has a performance in him. So looking forward to Anto getting a win tonight.
And what about you mentioned Andy Lee there? What did you make of the knockout?
Some punch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Some punch. No, brilliant knockout. Absolutely brilliant knockout. Great shot. And when he needed it, really, because he hadn't really won a round. Well, maybe the third, but he was struggling really up to that point. And but fair play to him. That's what you need, that champion quality as well to pull it out when you need.
We're definitely going to ask about yourself and Lee.
Yeah,
probably every interview.
Listen, Andy's not a bad lad at all. Like, we're obviously same weight division. Well, we were same weight division rivals, so things get said and that. And I called him out a few times, and I always felt that he wasn't. Well, he was at those times. He wasn't up for the fight for whatever his reasons were then. But you know, now he's gone down to like middle. Don't know how he's done that, but he has. Fair play to him. And I think that was an eliminatory one. So I don't see him coming up to middleweight just yet. I think there's a good chance he'll probably get the winner of Andrade and Brian Rose. I would have thought, especially after that win on HBO.
Yeah.
Because it was, you know,
that'd be a good
spectacular knockout, wasn't it? Exciting finish. So I think it's a good chance to get the winner of that. And you know, so we'll see. But it's a fight. That's a big fight for Irish boxing, and I'm definitely up for it whenever it happens. So. Yeah.
Even just you're saying what's next for Andy yourself. I know it's been a frustrating few weeks.
Yeah, it's frustrating with the Gale fight falling through, because I thought it was the perfect fight to really catapult me into a world title fight. Obviously winning, you know, I lost to Golovkin, getting the 10 rounds did me good against Lamar Ross, being an undefeated fighter on HBO, never does you no harm. But I think, you know, it got me back on track, got my career moving in a positive direction. But I think a win over Gale would have, you know, took that much further step. It would have probably threw me straight into a world title shot. You know, I was kind of, in my head, I was thinking a few moves ahead. I think, you know, I beat Gale, I get over to the Stern fight, I call him out, he beats Solomon, but it just shows you never know what's going to happen in boxing.
Yeah.
Gale fight falls through and Solomon goes and beats Stern, so, you know, now I'm just looking forward to, you know, a few things in the pipeline now. Hopefully I have some news in the next week or so about my next fight, and I'm just looking forward to cracking on, getting a good win, and, you know, hopefully to pin down a world title shot before the end of the year.
So you're still on course for a world title shot?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, if you look, Solomon's there, who you know, Cotto, Martinez is out the equation now. Cotto is probably going to fight Mayweather or Canelo Alvarez, someone like that. You know, Golovkin's fighting Gale. You know, Peter Quillen's over in Showtime. So, you know, you look down to the top contenders. You know, myself and Martin Murray are probably between myself and Martin Murray, really, that are the top contenders to get the crack at Solomon. I would have thought.
Probably looking a bit too far ahead, but if you do get a crack at Solomon, get the title, is there the Murray, the Lee? I know Barker's out of the equation now.
I think so. I think that. Yeah. I do. Yeah, I think definitely that happened, because I think when we did the gloves were off, a lot of the lads were saying why the fights haven't happened, because there's, you know, it's great to have a big fight, but what's on the line for it? And you know, if the last, or you know, whoever loses, where do they? Where do they go from there? Where, say in the Super 6 you were tied, and if you lose a big fight, you're still guaranteed a big fight. So all of a sudden you lose a fight, but you win a fight, you're as good as your last fight. So if you lose one, but you still get another opportunity and you win it, you're back. You start stocks and shares. So I think if there's a world title on the line, you know, it makes a lot more sense.
Is there genuine bad blood between you and Murray, or does it come from his end?
I think it's also from his end. You know, I think I've never really said anything too badly about him, where he's ranted and raved a few times. So, but whatever, I don't really pay too much heed to it.
So just to wrap up, basically some announcements to be made soon, or
Yeah,
and then,
definitely.
yeah.
That like yeah, no, definitely. It's been a bit of a frustrating couple of weeks, but these things take time.
Every
You know, you have
cloud
to be
has its silver
patient.
lining.
So yeah, exactly. So I think no, I think in the next week, 10 days, I should have some good news.
Definitely give us a shout on that as
I
well.
will do definitely.
Thanks, much.
Sound.
Appreciate that.
Thanks.
Thanks much, Fair.